A trip along the ring road consists of a lot of driving. Until now we've spent most of our time in the car, jumping out at every exciting location in between. Today, this day is completely dedicated to hiking. Our journey begins at a small campground north of Vik, Pakgil. The road up here doesn't classify as an F-road, but it's still a rough ride. If you don't know what an F-road is, make sure to check roads.is and get informed before you travel around Iceland. A tiny bit north from the camping ground there's a small waterfall. We made this our first stop. It's not really a hike but a nice warm-up before we go onto the actual trail. There's 3 main trails that start at the campground. We are using the yellow one. It starts off right next to a small cave at the side of the campground and goes up to the mountain. The beginning of the trails might not look that exciting, but believe me, it's worth it. One thing I definitely have to mention, if you are used to the hiking trails in Switzerland, the markings here are just barely existing. So if you go, make sure you actually have decent enough weather and you know where you're going. Iceland's landscape is really rough, but every now and again next to one of these little streams you will find an area flourishing with life. After a few hours of walking, we finally reached the main attraction of our day. The Kötlujökull, and how it's towering above this steep rock cliff, is actually one of the most impressive sights we've seen in Iceland. Even though it was main season, not many people actually take the hike, so it was really empty around. Although it was really cold, we literally spent an hour just sitting there and enjoying the view. We actually had to switch rooms from the hostel into a new building since, well, accommodation was really tough. But we got to enjoy one of the famous black pizzas. I take a lot of pride in my own pizzas, so it was okay, but definitely worth an experience. Also, the black sand beach of Vik is definitely not as crowded as the other ones around, so you can just spend a bit of time in the evening. If you go to the playground, however, be better than we are. You're supposed to take your shoes off. We sadly only learned that afterwards. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing or watching one of our other videos on Iceland. Until next time.